What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan, and today I want to talk about video game boycotts, as we have seen an increase in prevalence of boycotts. They've always been there, but nowadays with social media and the fact that everybody has a voice, we're seeing them more and more often each year. Now, the reason behind these boycotts can vary from small to huge. N64 trees in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the graphics, the textures, the general performance of Pokemon games are not so great. So people call for a boycott. Let's not buy this product. Let's show Game Freak that we want better. Or Activision Blizzard and the heinous workplace environments that they support. Misogyny, racism, disparity in wages, sexual harassment, the list goes on and on. Horrible company. So what do? We boycott their products. We try to hit them where it hurts financially. And I'll say right here and now, I fully support boycotts. I think voting with your wallet is a great way to try to influence larger companies. Really, it's the only way, because these bigger corporations only see the dollar bill, right? So really, at the end of the day, as consumers, that is our only weapon to truly spark change. But there is one thing that I hate about boycotts, and it's really the main reason I'm making this video today, and that is when people decide to weaponize their morality and their cause for a boycott and use it to shame other individuals who are maybe still purchasing and enjoying the product. For example, you bought Pokemon Sword and Shield. How dare you? You are spitting in the face of everyone who wants Game Freak to do better. How can it be that you're satisfied with poor textures and graphics and general performance? Don't you want Game Freak to make better games? And yet here you are purchasing their product, which essentially means Game Freak isn't going to learn their lesson. Or what about the players who are still playing World of Warcraft or Diablo, games that are made by Activision Blizzard? I can't tell you how many times I've seen online people insinuating that if you're still continuing to support a product that is being made or developed by a bad company like Activision Blizzard, and they are a bad company, that the player themselves or the consumer themselves clearly must morally align with said company, which means if you enjoy World of Warcraft or Overwatch or you play Call of Duty, then you're a racist and you hate women and you're just an all-around general douchebag. And again, while I do support the idea behind boycotts and voting with your wallet and taking a moral stance on something you believe in, I hate that train of thought, that whole if you're not with me, you're against me type of mindset. And I think everything I've talked about can also be applied to the developer side of things. I've seen people online attack developers for simply working for specific studios or working on particular games. Again, the same thing, like, oh, if you work for this company, you clearly have a moral alignment with the CEO or what the company is known for from a negative standpoint. So again, to use this example, if you work for Activision Blizzard, you're clearly a racist and look down on women, and I have no problem at all with sexual harassment because you work there, right? You chose to work at that company, you chose to work on this game, and obviously that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Developers work to make a living. They're trying to feed themselves. They're trying to survive, make a living wage. And the idea that developers just get to pick what project they want to work on, like they have that much control, is also ridiculous. You see it all the time, developers getting hired and fired and contracted and moved around all over the place. So developers, again, they don't have that luxury of, I think I want to work on Zelda this year. Hey, Nintendo, I'm going to come over to you guys. I'm going to work on Zelda until I get bored, and then, you know what? Then I think I'm going to move over and I'm gonna work on God of War with Sony. I'm gonna put my resume over to Sony. They're gonna hire me, and I'm gonna go work on. That's not how this stuff works, man. So when I see people coming at developers for just trying to make a living, for just trying to do their job, drives me absolutely crazy. Let's lay off developers, please. I think something that really bugs me about that mindset, maybe the most even, is the fact that there's probably a lot of hypocrisy going on. Look at your iPhones, your Jordans or your Nikes, really any mainstream or big brand product. You should probably look into how those are manufactured. what foreign countries and what kind of workplace environments that those employees are putting together those products for you to purchase. So if you own any of these products and are then unhappy with how a video game is made and are shaming others, maybe first you should take a look in the mirror and make sure that you're not violating any of your own moral stances. Because bottom line, even if we're just sticking to video games here, if you only ever played a video game that was created under the most ideal and perfect circumstances, you'd be hard pressed to ever play a video game again, whether that's deadlines, crunch, workplace environment, employee health, wages, the viewpoints and business models and strategies of the CEOs. The list goes on and on and on, especially, of course, in the AAA landscape. Frankly, there's going to be some skeletons in every single closet, even behind your beloved Nintendos. You look at Nintendo and you say they make games for kids, they make people happy, look how cute and fun Kirby is, oh my gosh, he's so precious. That list of stuff that I just listed a few seconds ago, Nintendo does all of those things too. So if you're going to boycott a game, that's totally fine. I have no judgments towards you. I will not say a damn thing. You spend your money how you want to spend your money. But it does make it hard for me to take people seriously sometimes when they're boycotting a company that does one thing, but then they turn around and they buy the next Mario. So to shift gears a little bit here, upcoming we have Hogwarts Legacy. This is a game that has been marred with controversy, a lot of it surrounding J.K. Rowling, the fact that she is the creator of Harry Potter, and that she'll be getting royalties from every copy of the game sold. Now, you don't have to be a huge Harry Potter fan to know that J.K. Rowling is a controversial figure as far as transphobia and racism. Not a great role model, not a character you should try to morally align with. And because of this, she's a figure that not a lot of people are comfortable supporting. And I see a lot of things online about how people are reacting to all of this. And it just really goes back to what the first portion of this video is all about. People calling developers trash for working on the game, for working on a project that is associated with J.K. Rowling, and of course, calling those trash who are planning on purchasing and playing and enjoying the game. Insinuating that, hey, if you want to buy the game and provide royalties to J.K. Rowling through the sale of your copy, then that must mean you, in some way, shape, or form, align or agree with the things that J.K. Rowling stands for. And again, I think this is a ridiculous notion, but here we are. I'm also seeing this back and forth with some. Essentially, they hate J.K. Rowling, they despise everything she stands for, but they're huge Harry Potter fans and they want to experience this game. Hogwarts Legacy does look like the definitive Harry Potter video game experience. But they may be feeling some guilt or pressure from these outside forces telling them that they shouldn't be allowed to enjoy this game. But I feel if Hogwarts Legacy is going to give you that escapism that we love so much about video games, if it can transport you to a world of magic and adventure and give you some relief from the stresses of daily life, I don't think you should feel bad about playing this game. And on the flip side of things, if you want to be resolute in your moral stance and you do not want to buy Hogwarts Legacy, you want to boycott the game, then that's fair as well, provided that you don't shame others who maybe still want to play, experience, and enjoy this game, because we don't know what the other person may be going through in their daily life. And if Hogwarts Legacy is that thing that is going to bring them joy, relief, and relaxation, then I don't think anyone should feel just in taking that away from them. But guys, that's all I've got to say on this one. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below what you think on the whole boycott situation, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.